We're going to go over some very basic terms in typography and some anatomy terms. By anatomy, I mean parts of letter forms. So let me start with the word letter form. It's much better to refer to so-called letters as letter forms. It's much more accurate. You can call them characters. A character refers to any character within a typeface, including numbers and punctuation. A letter form is just, the letter. Okay. As you get into this, you'll find that letter form is it's a much better and more descriptive term for what we do, because each letter form has its own character to it. This PDF will be posted on Blackboard and you can look this over, but important things to point out is the baseline is an important term that I'll be using a lot. The baseline is the line that the letter forms sit on. X height is another thing I might mention a few times. X height is the height of the lowercase letters. Easy way to remember it, X height is the height of the lowercase x. Think of it that way. And the X height is a big factor in the readability of a typeface. And we'll touch on that later on. Ascenders is any part of the letter form that it goes above the rest of the X height, like this top of the letter H. And a descender, like this part of the P or the Y, is anything that falls below the baseline. And that's pretty obvious. These little hooks that you see, these are called serifs, and I'm sure a lot of you probably know that or have heard that term before. This is a holdover from writing. The lifting of the pen created these hooks, and it made writing a lot faster. So like we can see where this little hook lifts off the letter G and this little hook leads into the letter R. That's a direct holdover from writing and calligraphy. And the general thinking is that serifs make the typeface easier to read. Sans serif, S-A-N-S, serif, no serif, is generally cleaner and used for titles, but that's just a very general rule, and it's not always true. So again, this will be posted on Blackboard, and the next page of this PDF will go into a little bit more depth and have some more definitions, and we'll touch on the definitions of typeface and font in the next screencast.